This is the Adidas Metalbone CTRL 3.4. It's a high-performance paddle racket built around precision, control, patient gameplay, and it's packed with advanced technology designed to give you an edge in paddle. Now, ideally, this racket is crafted for intermediate players looking to move to a more defensive or wanting to play longer rallies rather than relying on brute force to finish points. Now, everybody loves the brute force like smashes and whatnot. But, you know, 80% of your game is going to be defensive play, setting up the shots, getting closer to the net, and this is where this racket excels. So breaking down the specs, it's pretty much a round racket, which gives you a generous sweet spot. It's got an even balance specs on paper, but holding it in the hand, I would say that the racket without the grip is around 355 grams. Now, it's listed at 370 grams, so it's definitely not head heavy, so it's definitely not going to give you extra help with smashes and whatnot. But the fact that it feels lighter than the specs would suggest is just something to keep in mind. It says 370, which is a pretty high weight racket, but it definitely doesn't feel 370. I've felt 365, 370 rackets that definitely feel heavier. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. It feels very maneuverable, which will help when you're at the net trying to do the quick reaction gameplay. I certainly feel comfortable holding it for, quick rallies. The surface here is 6K carbon, and it's got a really nice spin blade technology surface, which will help you add spin to the ball when you want to. So over at PadelHQ, what do we think about it? Well, overall, it's a really good looking racket, if that matters to you. Personally, I think it looks great. But also, I mentioned it before, it feels really nice in the hand. It's like a nicely weighted racket. I prefer defensive, longer rally gameplay and setting up those, smashes at the very end, the 10% to win the point and whatnot. So for me, this is definitely a comfortable long-term racket that I think a lot of intermediate players moving to higher levels are going to appreciate. Yes, smashes, head heavy is very appealing, but in terms of like most of the game, this is the racket I'd rather play with. Now, if you wanted to pick one up for yourself, you can head over to PadelHQ. We've got them over there, but yeah, generally really like this racket, and like I say, if you're an intermediate player looking more defensive than power, it's a great shout.